The need to know what happens next feels like it should help your trading, but it actually destroys it, creating a cascade of problems that degrade every aspect of your execution, from entry to exit to how you feel about yourself as a trader. And understanding this destruction is the first step toward liberation. Hesitation on entries is the first casualty. When you need to know what will happen, you wait for more confirmation before entering. You want one more candle or one more indicator to align because certainty feels safer than uncertainty. But the confirmation you're waiting for never provides certainty. It just delays entry until the opportunity has passed or the risk-reward has deteriorated. The need to know makes you chase confirmation that doesn't exist because certainty about future price movement is impossible. So you're waiting for something that will never arrive while watching valid setups trigger without you, then feeling frustrated that you missed the move you saw coming but couldn't pull the trigger on. During trades, the need to know creates constant tension because you're monitoring every tick looking for evidence about whether you were right, interpreting each move as confirmation or refutation of your prediction, experiencing hope when price moves favorably and fear when it moves against you, exhausting yourself emotionally on information that doesn't change anything about what you should do next. The trader who needs to know can't hold positions properly because every adverse move raises the question, was I wrong? And every favorable move raises the question, should I take profit before it reverses? Creating a mental state where patience becomes impossible and premature exits become inevitable. Exit management gets destroyed because the need to know what happens next makes you try to predict the optimal exit point, holding winners too long waiting for the perfect top or cutting them short because you're afraid of giving back gains, while holding losers too long hoping they'll prove you right or cutting them too quickly before your stop was actually hit. The emotional devastation after losses is perhaps the worst consequence. When you need to know and you're wrong, being wrong feels like personal failure, not statistical reality. Like you should have known and didn't. Like your analysis was flawed, rather than understanding that even perfect analysis produces losses because markets are genuinely uncertain. This need to know creates a self-worth equation that links your value as a person to your accuracy as a predictor. So every losing trade chips away at your confidence, and every winning trade temporarily restores it, creating psychological instability that makes consistent execution impossible. The irony is that the need to know doesn't help you know anything more than you already do. It just makes you suffer more intensely for not knowing. Because the uncertainty exists whether you resist it or accept it. And resistance adds suffering, while acceptance allows you to function within uncertainty without being destroyed by it. Where does this need come from? It's not irrational, it's deeply human, because your brain evolved to seek certainty and avoid uncertainty, since uncertain situations in evolutionary history often meant danger. But trading is one of the few domains where uncertainty is not only unavoidable, but is actually the source of opportunity. The need to know is trying to protect you from danger that doesn't exist in the way your brain perceives it. A losing trade isn't a threat to your survival. It's a statistical cost of doing business. But your nervous system doesn't know that and responds to uncertainty with the same anxiety it would feel facing a predator. Your implementation today. Track every moment the need to know interferes with your trading, every hesitation on entry, every anxious check of price during a trade, every exit decision driven by wanting to know rather than following your plan, and count them. Because awareness of how often this need operates is the first step toward disarming it. The need to know destroys your trading, Not because knowing would be bad, but because the need itself creates anxiety, hesitation, and poor decisions that would disappear entirely if you simply accepted that you don't know and can't know and don't need to know to execute your edge profitably.